Now to our other top story tonight. He's accused in a series of rapes, kidnappings, and murders that terrorized California for more than a decade. Tonight, an investigation into the man suspected of being the East Area rapist could be coming to a close. Joseph DeAngelo will reportedly plead guilty to the crimes in a deal that will spare him the death penalty.
CBS 13's Laura Hafley live in Sacramento with what victims are saying tonight. Laura?
Nearly 50 years ago, Joseph DeAngelo allegedly killed his first victim. And decades later, some of the people he hurt the most could finally see some justice, and it's going to come a lot sooner than expected. It's a highly anticipated trial the entire state has been waiting for.
To me, this crime belongs to all of California.
The East Area rapist terrorized his victims across the Golden State for a decade in the 1970s and 80s. But for Jennifer Carroll, the sentencing of the now 74-year-old former police officer is especially personal.
My father and my stepmother were murdered in 1980 in Ventura, California.
Joseph James DeAngelo is accused of killing 13 people, 50 rapes, burglaries, assaults, and he now sits in the Sacramento County Jail awaiting trial after the first of its kind 2018 arrest based on DNA submitted to a genealogy website.
Many times this was referred as what was going to be the biggest trial in the history of California.
The plan was to go to preliminary hearing. I mean, everybody was ready for it. We were fired up.
But in the middle of a global pandemic, making it difficult for elderly witnesses to travel, the victims were running out of time.
They're old. I mean, they're in their 80s.
But just a couple weeks ago, Jennifer Carroll was contacted with an unexpected update.
We all had conversations with our district attorneys.
The plan for the upcoming hearing on June 29th changed.
We'll do a regular hearing, and what we should hear, if nothing goes sideways, is that he will be taking a plea
to avoid the death penalty and no trial.
He goes away for life without parole, and that is where he will stay.
A win not just for victims, but all Californians.
You're probably looking at somewhere in the nature of $50 million.
A trial that would require witnesses who now live all over the country, lawyers from different counties, and a tedious jury selection process.
And every single penny of this is taxpayer money.
As for the victims,
I will always look him in the eye. I will always stand to hold him accountable.
Joseph DeAngelo is due back in court on June 29th. Some of his victims are expected to be there.